I thought I could do it all myself. I can't. I feel like a big baby. But I want to eat.
This is all fruit that I got from Meals on Wheels.
2015 marks the 45th anniversary of service for Meals on Wheels. Over the last 7 years, Meals on Wheels has doubled its service in San Francisco. We're making sure that people who have lived in San Francisco all their life have the option to stay here and have the option to live in their home.
This has been my home for 24 years.
Came to San Francisco 49 years later. This is home.
I was born in San Francisco. My wife and I was married for 54 years. And we lived in this house. And every night I go to bed and I say goodnight to her. She used to sleep on the side I'm sleeping now. I still think she's here. She's looking after us.
We believe that no one should be isolated and alone or without nutrition and support. We are sometimes the only person they see other than their doctor. 2/3 of them live alone. Many of them don't have family at all. When we look at our files and try to see who the emergency contact is, in many cases, we're the emergency contact, and we're the ones who are going to respond when they don't answer the door.
Daniel's the driver that delivers my meals, and he'd come in and ask me how I'm doing and everything, and not many people want to do that.
Some people just don't care. Some people don't care about you being handicapped or anything of that nature. And it makes you feel as though you're not wanted, you're not needed. Meals on Wheels as a whole does a lot for seniors and more than just meals.
We provide microwaves and refrigerators and clothing and bedding and just a number of things that most agencies would be surprised that we provide.
We make one delivery per day but serve lunch and dinner. So we'll bring a dinner tray and then also a bag lunch. All our meals are also low sodium. They can be made diabetic, or we have what's called a mechanical soft diet.
The meals are cut up into small pieces, which is good for us guys with not much teeth left.
I like how important they make the community feel and how that's a priority.
When I first started doing this, I thought, okay, a couple of times a month, I'm gonna volunteer for Meals on Wheels and go help someone get their groceries. And it's become so much more. Ann and I have become buds.
We liked each other from the very beginning, and I wasn't gonna let her go. I like the sunshine that comes from her. They also are a shoulder to lean on.
A young lady was a great help to keeping me sane. That lady is Marilyn.
I really am pro-veterans. He became ill and then had to live in deplorable living conditions.
Eventually, they got me into this apartment.
I try to do, hopefully, what someone will do for me when I become a senior, unable to care for myself.
I called Marilyn just to hear her voice because I know, talking to her, I'm gonna be all right.
Meals on Wheels has the best supporters ever. From the person who comes to volunteer just on Thanksgiving, to the volunteer who connects to a client every day, to the person who decides to be a board member or to volunteer in other ways, all the way up to our donors who give $50 to a donor that gives $50,000. We have a community that is working together to make sure that this organization can continue to be as effective as it is. By the end of this year, Meals on Wheels will have served over 1.4 million meals in San Francisco. And we would have impacted more than 3,500 homebound seniors.
They think of you, and the food is good.
I'm glad they're there.